All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yeah. And today we are out by the castle. We're going to finish the garden and show off some buildings. There's one. There's another one over there. So let's go. Yeah. So let's show off real quick. Why not? So we got this lovely fountain and garden circle over here, which I'm still playing with the ground textures and everything else. Everything's changed. Everything's changeable. Over here, there's going to be a dojo and some other, maybe a couple other buildings. We have a house back here and a Japanese style house over here, which these are really cool because the roofs. So we're gonna take a look at those real quick, and yeah, just they're very small houses, and they have this kind of real cool pattern with the support beams, but something to add a lot of character. I'm gonna be changing the interiors of these. So we have the screens, we have different rooms. They kind of have a room divider, but this room, every picture that I've researched, they have like a lip that goes around the room. However, I'm probably going to do away with the floor like that, but I like that outline. So here's house number 1. We will take a quick fly around of it. And the main thing is the roof. And all the roof styles, what they do is they start out gradual, and then all of a sudden they get this kind of real steep incline. So all it is slabs and then use of the stair blocks. So that's house number 1. Got some windows in it. Got real cool textures going on. Then we have house number 2 over here as I fly through the trees. And this one sort of mimics the castle in that the roof is a stone roof. Very nice. Real quickly fly around here. It's got more ornaments on it. Different textures and patterns. But I used one of the nice blocks. So the castle is all white quartz. And which the real castle that it's supposed to be emulating is all white, hence the nickname the White Heron. And I found this really neat block that gives the texture that I was looking for in all the reference photos, and it's the coral default coral skeleton. So that turned out really neat. This one actually has a second floor. This one's a whole different style. Oh, I'm lagging already. These windows I pirated from the John Smith texture pack. I'll have more information on that. And I'm gonna put there's gonna be a kitchen and different sleeping quarters. Up here we have like an attic place to sleep. I have some more tweaking to do on it. But it's turning out really cool. And it has the feel that I'm going for. So slowly I'm going to massage these houses into this nice area over here. I want to get a pathway in, so the path will actually lead back to the square area. And all these properties are going to they're part of the castle kingdom. I toyed with the idea of doing the fence all the way around, and I still might do that, but that's going to take some time. So let's finish the garden real quick. So I'm really happy how these houses turned out. My texture picks are a little bit off. So over here I cut the coral stones. We have the soil here, and each one of these usually represents a different season. I'm not going to do that. In my test world, I tested some cherry trees and a maple, the small ones, and then just flowers. They're going to be flowers. So these are all made from circles. So the diameter of the fountain circle is 10 for a total of 21, including the center block. And then you have another ring on the outside. There's a ring here. I can't remember if that's 20 because the outer ring is 31 or 32. And you just have to, play, if you want to replicate that, play with the circles and you'll get this real nice uniform outline here. And I did use that before in the circular restaurant build. Yes, I did. So I still haven't played with my graphics yet. Oh, we want to end one space there for the lanterns. And unfortunately, all the blocks are cobblestone. So I am playing with different textures. But right now, the only thing I do like for the square, let's see, they all blend together, as you can see, because I don't want to, and we have to give one space for the lights. I don't want to add too many blocks because then it'll throw everything off as cores. So how's everybody been doing? Is this a crazy summer or what? I am a conspiracy theorist. So, but it has been a very, very weird summer. I mean, to the point of we haven't had any real we've had a couple days, but they were in May where we would have complete sun. But recently in the past, it feels like in the past 2 weeks, we've just had this weird, it'll rain. I have these rechargeable light, these real cheap rechargeable lights on my garden on the patio. And there's not even enough sun during the day to keep them powered on solar. Yes, I love solar, as you can tell from my builds. So real quickly, I'm just adding the soil. I'm going to add the rim. And then I want to get this garden complete. And speaking of that, during the castle build, I've been having a problem with a sciatic nerve for the past 2 months. Every once in a while, the old back. So all you kiddies with the bad posture, beware. So I had a problem a couple years ago when I was doing front of house sound, in that I incorrectly lifted. See, I need brick. I don't need brick. All I have to do is utilize the tools that I have. I need this. And I lifted, we got some brand new effects units, and we had 2 identical road cases, and I couldn't wait, so I lifted this. One road case was 50 pounds, one road case was 250 pounds. And I lifted it, twisted, and immediately dropped to the floor. And that was about 15 years ago. But ever since, every once in a while, I would have back issues. And they'd only last for a day or two, if I vacuum or something. But then, just recently, I would be, my right leg would go numb. And it turns out, when I was doing the castle project, I sat an excruciating long period of time. And that castle build was so fun that, well, that was stupid. The castle build was so fun. And like, I want to say, usually I catch myself when I sit for long periods of time, especially working on the computer. If you work in IT or, you know, whatever, you have a desk job, I'll catch myself, and I'm really good about getting up, walking around. But during the castle build, it was one of those, I never got up. So it tweaked my back. So now I'm working with a chiropractor to get said back fixed. And I'm at the point now where I can actually sit in somewhat comfort and do some work. Okay, so let's get this. Ooh, why'd you do that? And then that one too is like, it's like, oh yeah, you want to put the block there? I don't think so. So these are going to hold the kind of street lights, and I've been playing with different textures and trying to get this area exactly the way I want it. However, it kind of didn't work out that way. I wanted to play with those Dream Builder doors, the Japanese style doors, because I do like the all the reference photos on the Japanese style, and I want to go back to. I now have because of this castle. I want to go back and revisit my medieval castle and do some updates on that. So it has sparked my interest back into the medieval stuff, and I've always loved medieval castles, Scottish castles, you know, old Bavarian style castles. That's all really, really cool. So I want to get back into that. But right now, it's the Japanese style. And what really makes it great is the interiors on a lot of these buildings are just those panels, those rice paper panels, and a lot of wood. And then along the same notes, a lot of the room dividers, they're not actual walls per se. They are just the panels, which are really cool. So there we have that. Now to put, we need that. And I did have another block, a sliver block that I put on, of course. How did I do that? Oh, it's just, so all we have here is a door. Where did the door come from? I need a fence post. I don't know what I was thinking. And then that our ambi glass light, which comes in real handy because you can turn these lights off and on. But I think they have a nice, they mimic the style of the Japanese lantern that I want to mimic. So we'll put this in, we will landscape this real quick. What did I do? And this place looks completely awesome at night, which was one of the prerequisites of all my builds, is that they have to not only look good during the day, they have to look good at night. I don't know what that was thinking. So this area turned out really cool. It might be overkill, but then in a central castle type atmosphere, I don't think it is. I think it fits in really cool, really nicely. Okay, we have all the lights, and what I did was I took cobblestone, and let's try that one. I don't know how. Unfortunately, we don't have like a little button to put on top. I want to see how this is going to look on here. And there's other things I could do. I wanted to create little like a case for it. Unfortunately, I can't do it on the bottom. Okay, so that is there, and that is around. So then, to complete this area, on the one where I took inspiration from, there was a path coming down here, and they had red brick for the outer part. So we have all that. See, look how cool this looks at night, with the castle and the houses in the background. Ooh, that is a cool photographical moment right there. Yes, it is. We can go back. There we go. Yeah, I know the time of day set to 6 a.m. Yay. We have a nice morning fog over everything. So that does that. And outside here, there is going to be, we need a bush. And where are my bushes? Bush leaves? No, that's not it. Is it a hedge? Huh. I don't understand where my shrubbery. I think that's the one. There's a shrubbery. What was that? What was that? The Knights of Knit? You must bring me a shrubbery. So we are going to outline this complete area. Now, normally, I might go back. I don't like to place shrubbery just on the grass. It looks a lot better if you do the like the forest soil underneath it. It gives it a lot better look. So I will play with that. And this one I'm going to just do the complete outline here. I don't know if I'm going to do any gates. I have a Torii over on the main castle, but usually like for a different areas, they will have, but that Torii only covers the castle gate. And this is the garden, and it's still part of the castle. Oh, you see, I like how that looked. I might have to go back through and play with that. That had a real cool look to it. And this is all the tedious work. And what I mean by, like, right here, I could put one here. And it would kind of give it a fuller effect. So I'm thinking about doing that. And to go back around these and put woodland soil, the same soil that I used over on all of the flower boxes type deal will work. Because you could place grass and all the other plants on there, but it won't turn back into grass. And these, unfortunately, these won't turn to dirt. Like when you put a block on top of the dirt, they won't turn to dirt. So let's see how this is going to look here. Hi, Mr. Sheep. Mr. Sheep. Oh. So I think putting a gate here might be too much. Well, here might work, but it's so close to the into the little bay. I tried making my own custom tree. I was going to take GIMP and take, like here's the CG Decor trees. It's got some work to do. So in here, we are going to put a tree. We are going to put a tree. I thought I had. Now, which one did I pick? It wasn't, I picked a, was it a beech? Or, I think it was a beech tree is what I used. We'll soon find out. Yes, we will. Because I am impatient and I like instant grow. Yes. Instant grow plant food. Come on. Grow beech tree. You can do it. We'll let that ferment here. That's neat. We got that. We have the blue flowers over here. So what do we got for flowers? Let's take... We have the blue ones. We have the yellow ones. We have... this white and red. Yeah, just that's it. Just keep clicking on stuff until that'll work. That's actually what I wanted. So in here, we're just going to randomly place, and I'm not even thinking. We're going to randomly place. I mean, like you could get real creative, and you know, have one flower box one, and that's the beauty of it. So go forth and plant flowers. And I'm not going to waste all the video on this. I'm just showing what is going to go into these boxes, because I'm going to end up tweaking and redoing items like that. Put some yellow in here. Put some blue. Oh, it took out the... Huh. Put some nice red. Just to get something in these boxes here. That looks kind of cool. So now let's come over to... Let's go into... we have a Japanese maple. And let's see, I want the small one. These are from CG Decor. So this is a large, extra large. This is normal. And we have for the cherry tree, we have the regular, large, and extra large. Got to keep moving stuff around. So we just have that. So let's go over to this one. About right here, we are going to put one here, and let's see how this looks. That might change. So we have those. I mean, these can all intermingle. I would like to change this one and use that. So on these other flower boxes, I am just going to... that's looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, let's get rid of that one. Take a quick fly around. It does look like an awful lot of cobblestone. But then again, you know, your mileage may vary. I mean, there's different things that you can do ornamentally, like with the outline. You can use different kind of brick and different color brick and go that route. So we have It's real cool. I'm not going to overpopulate this area. I'm just going to put in, I want a couple more houses. Like over here, the dojo, maybe behind these other houses, put a shop. A couple shops up in the hills here. We have the castle over here. And it's not really supposed to be, and I have to do a path. So from here up to this house and then up to the other house. But I thought I had some path stones. There's a couple, there is a couple, let's try that one and let's take a, oh, I already did that. See how this is going to look. Paths are my weak point. And there's a lot of people that can do them really well. You know, that might be too, no, that looked pretty cool. Now what's this other one? Where's the other one at? Ooh. Those kind of intermix real nicely. These are from two different mods. One is from Mom and Pop mod, and the other one is the home decor. So I'm going to play with that and different, put that there. Different levels of grass too. I want to put in here because this area is this area is not meant to be like real perfect, but I don't want to go crazy with just a chicken. No, I don't want to go crazy with, oh, look at that. Look at the sunset off of there. Get a real nice, cool ending shot here. You tell me that that's not cool, that this game nails the, that's why, you know, that's another reason why I don't change the date and time. Even though I complain about it, I still leave it. So that's going to do it. That's our garden. The garden is pretty much finished. There's going to be some, I'm going to fill up those flower boxes. I might go all with one color or separate, divide that into 3 and put different color plants, put different shrubberies in one of those boxes. But for the most part, like I said, all the square, everything was done with circles. And I just did the cylinder. So the radius, you know, up 1 and then the radius, and then like I did with the circular restaurant, just with, so the radius here was 10, and then I think it was 10, 20, 25, and 32. And you can just play with the rings, because if you put a ring down and the ring is wrong with the material that you used, you could change it and redo the ring and go from there. So nothing's permanent. So there you go. That's going to do it. We have a couple houses. We have our castle. We have our harbor here, and we are going to slowly be filling out this area and calling it a day. So very nice. I got to do some more fly around videos now that I know how to use the cinematic and everything else. So that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments, leave them in the description of the video. All mods are listed on my website. There's a link to the page, to the post that has all the mods. Look at that. That's just way cool. And these don't give out as much light as the other ones. So they kind of just bring the path out, you know, they light the way. They're not as bright as the torches, so when walking through here, they just give off just enough light. Yeah, to give that kind of ambience. And all these colors can be changed. So thank you for watching. Everybody have a a safe week. Until the next video. Bye.